And that is why I named the house La Boulée, because it means grove of birch trees.
It's lovely, as is your daughter.
My daughter is more than lovely. She's beautiful, inside and out.
Please.
No, she's just proud of you, and she should be.
We're very fond of Langston.
We were thrilled when she told us she was going to stay in the United States with her uncle.
Senor Montes.
He was going to take her back with him to Colombia and then decided not to, right?
He has a talent for changing his mind.
He sounds like a fine man.
And we can't wait to meet him.
I'm afraid that's going to be impossible.
Why is that?
My uncle had to leave the state.
He didn't have to leave. He decided to leave.
Well, his daughter, she had a lot of problems.
A lot of problems. And she could have been treated right here in Landview or near Landview. But oh no, Mr. Montes decided that there was nothing to keep him here in Landview.
Okay, can we talk about something else?
Mr. Montes's daughter, Lola, Langston's cousin, stabbed her own mother to death.
She murdered her?
Is that true?
Oh, yes, not only that, but she blamed her father for it. Yes, he rotted in a hellhole of a prison for a crime which he did not commit, and yet he chose to be with her instead of here with a woman who was caring and passionate.
Doreen, please, stop. Okay? Don't do this. Please.
You honestly think I instructed my client to marry John McBain?
May I remind you of a case from several years ago? A custody case, such as this one. It, too, involved a wealthy newspaper publisher. He determined the only way he could secure custody of his child was to give her a stable family with a father and a mother. So, he offered his lawyer $5 million to marry him.
Rings a distant bell.
Ah, yes, I hear it too. It should, seeing as that lawyer was you. In fact, in legal circles, that tactic is still what is known as pulling a Delgado.
Your Honor, may we take a recess?
You're joking.
I am choking, not joking. As you can probably tell,
Your
I'm not
Honor,
in the best
if the witness
physical
would like to
condition.
speed things up, all she has to do is answer the question.
Restate the question.
Did you advise your client to marry John McBain, yes or no? And I remind you, you are still under oath.
I refuse to answer the question on the grounds that I was serving as Ms. McBain's legal counsel at the time of her marriage. Any conversation we may have had, therefore, during that time is privileged.
She's right.
I withdraw the question.
Am I free to go?
No, Miss Delgado, you are not. I was hoping we could do this the easy way.
Your Honor, haven't we had enough theatrics?
I think you and your client might be interested in what I have to show the court.
What is that?
A recording that should settle this once and for all. May I, Your Honor?
The recording is admitted.
You know, when you asked me to adopt your baby, it was the miracle I was praying for. At the same time, though, I had never been more scared in my life.
That's because you didn't want my dad to take another baby away from you.
Yeah, you know, Michael was convinced that he would make our lives a living hell. That's why he left. He just didn't want to see me hurt again.
Is that why you're here? You're afraid that my dad's going to challenge the adoption?
Star, I am here.
Because he won't. I signed the papers. It's done. She's your baby, just like I promised, and you have nothing to worry about, okay?
Oh, my goodness, I'm so sorry. I certainly did not mean to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Please, this is your home.
Oh, but this is Marco's, Geraldo's party, and I certainly do not mean to be insensitive, especially after everything that he went through with Lola.
This Lola, how did she hurt my son?
Oh, I thought you knew.
No, nobody needs needs to know.
Oh, my goodness, Lola knew that your son was my daughter's boyfriend, but that didn't matter to her. She wanted him anyway.
This is the girl that's in institution?
Okay, how about a tour of the house?
No. Just a moment. Did this Lola ever do anything?
Oh, she is crazy. She tried to ruin your son's life and Langston's.
Why didn't you ever say anything?
Well, it wasn't ever that big of a deal.
Oh, not a big deal. What about prom night?
What happened on prom night?
Lola got high.
Yeah.
Whoa, it was much worse than that. I never thought anybody could be so vindictive that they would use Langston's cousin Star's unwanted teenage pregnancy as the inspiration for revenge.
What are you talking about?
She tried to create the same problem for Langston.
I'd like you to do something.
Okay, Doreen, how about we go inside? We'll just...
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
Go inside.
Just a moment. What exactly do you mean?
Lola poked holes in the condoms that I gave Langston.
On prom night?
Is this true? You and Langston?
But don't worry. Geraldo brought his own.
Excuse me.
No, Mrs. Rivera, wait, no.
My goodness. I am so sorry. Really, I did not mean to upset your wife.
I don't think it was you who upset her.
Dad, can we please just talk about this later?
I thought you knew.
Thank you for inviting us to your party, but we can't stay.
Dad, can I get my check?
No, Mr. Rivera, please, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Marco. I cannot believe you.
You're pretty banged up.
But not too banged up to tell a judge that Blair and John's marriage is a fraud. Or that the whole thing was my idea.
Yeah.
Miss Delgado, was that your voice on the recording?
You bastard. You taped me.
I'll take that as a yes. We'd like this tape entered into evidence as Exhibit A.
So noted. You may continue.
I think that pretty much settles it, Your Honor. No further questions.
Ms. Schulman-Brown, do you have any questions for Ms. Delgado?
Yes, Your Honor, we do. Isn't it true, Ms. Delgado, that while you were representing my client, Blair McBain, you were involved in a sexual relationship with Mr. Manning? Ms. Delgado.
I don't see how that's relevant.
It's relevant if at the time of her last custody hearing, Mrs. McBain's attorney was literally sleeping with the enemy.
The witness will answer the question. Were you engaged in a sexual relationship with Mr. Manning while you were representing Mrs. McBain?
No.
Oh, she is lying.
Counsel, control your
She
client.
told me that she made love to him. That was right before she said he was the love of her life.
Order.
We made a deal, Blair. What happens in the boiler room stays in the
Deal's
boiler room.
off, Taya. We're talking about my kids here.
Oh, yeah? Deal's off? Then why don't you tell everyone in this courtroom that after I said that Todd was the love of my life, you said he was the love of your life, too?
Order. I'll have order here.
The McBains are good people. They're gonna be great parents.
Oh, I hope so, for the kids' sake, right?
What do you care about my kids?
Easy there, Thornhard. You're starting to sound like a dad.
Well, I'm not. She has a mom and dad that loves her. Giving her to them was the best thing to do.
Yeah, too bad it still hurts like a son of a bitch.
Anyway, what do you know about it?
I know it'll make you feel better.
Just leave me alone, okay?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to help.
What do you say, dude? Take the suck away.